It's a very different film in the way it was produced. During the revolution, on the 17th day, the 10th of February, I was away from the square for 9 days. I was in Rotterdam and I came back, and I went to the square, and I was culturally and humanly and shocked. It was a huge shock for me to be in the square on the 10th of February, and the emotions that were stirred up were very, 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 very conflicting, you know. And I thought that you have to make something. You have to make a film, whatever that film is. So I called Amr, because Amr was one of the first to come to the square, and my methods of film making before were totally different, because I was making films with a budget of $6,000, so I never thought that a star like Amr would come on board. But literally the negotiations to make the film between me and him were for maybe 2-3 minutes. I told him I'm having an idea. He said, okay, I'm coming, and we're shooting. And that's literally what happened. From there on, the module of producing the film, and Amr will be speaking later about that more, were very unconventional, in the sense that we knew we wanted to make a film. I don't make films that are scripted, you know. He bought that idea and he went along and trusted in it and made the film, you know. So we didn't go into really a development phase where you write a treatment and synopsis and you go and you change and you add, and you know, it wasn't like that. Just we said we want to make a film, and we went and made a film. The method of working with actors, but I have to remind you that the actors that we have in the film are really, 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 it's not a compliment, they're great actors. So you can load them with tasks and they will always deliver, you know. So the method was simple. The method was having maximum pressure on set to develop the dialogue while we're filming. And that, I think, made them own the characters more than anything else. And here Amr can step in and add more.
That's for sure. I second and support what you just said. And it was not just me that didn't need to read anything. Everyone I talked about the film with and requested support, whether financial or in kind, I just pitched what he told me. Just a 2-minute pitch. I'm like, okay, we're on. How much do you need? I'm like, 50,000 euros. Like, okay. When? It's like, tomorrow. Like, okay. Second phone call, the same. Third phone call, the same. Everybody had such a strong belief in the film from the very first day, and everybody shared that feeling that Ibrahim had. I think it was that we all wanted to do something that we can do. We've been chanting every day in the demonstrations. We've been walking down every day and then we got reassured that demonstrations will go on without us. Mm-hmm. It's finished. That's done. That's a gap that's already filled. Now it's time for us to do something that we know how to do. Now we are affected by this energy creatively. Somehow this revolution unleashed the creativity of Egyptian artists, beginning with drawing on the floors, graffitis on the walls, poets, musicians, all of that was so vigorous on the square every day that you felt jealous. You felt like you wanted to do something as well. You wanted to give something back to these people that made you feel like that. And there was nothing more rewarding than making this film in that particular way as well. And I wouldn't have been so excited about a similar project if it wasn't different time and if it wasn't Ibrahim. Because Ibrahim is a war correspondent. He's a guy that tells the story under pressure, under danger, in 5 minutes, and it has the truth as well. So I think that talent he had was the pillar that we all, you know, leaned on, and with complete confidence that whatever the result is, which we didn't know, by the way, it will be fulfilling. And eventually it was. It was a marvelous experience. And just showing the film here in Venice was extremely, extremely fulfilling and rewarding. I cannot believe how... this is why we make film. Mm-hmm. To have audience react like that.